Yesterday we talked about creating that initial acceleration, right?
Okay.
So we were talking about how we want the club to accelerate very late. And in order for that to happen, I want you to focus on the handle of the club.
Okay.
If the handle of the club is doing this, what do you think the acceleration of the club head is going to be compared to this? So
Well,
here, one going this way and one going this way.
it's going to accelerate more. They're going that way.
Exactly. Right now we can't actually get the handle to go back that far, like that. And a lot of times golfers get terrified because they flip because they don't understand how to do this correctly. But the trick is, if the handle of the club is moving forward like this,
Yeah.
the handle and the club head are moving at a relatively constant rate. Now there's concentric circles, so it's not exactly the same, but the idea, if you're doing this, whether you're dragging the handle through with the lead side or pushing it through with the trail side, there's no acceleration there, or no aggressive acceleration. Remember, when we're talking about acceleration, it's the delta, it's the difference in velocity over time.
Right.
Right? So we want maximum change over the shortest time possible. The most important way to do that is for this handle to stop moving forward.
Okay.
If it's moving forward like this, you can imagine how hard I would have to work to try and move the club really fast. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Totally. Except, and again, I'm probably getting ahead of myself. I'm slightly confused right now because we spent a lot of time yesterday working on this. Remember, club moving down the line, right? And not worrying about release until I get about here, right? We worked on this.
Correct.
Remember?
Yep, exactly.
So this seems to be counterintuitive to that.
This is what we were working on.
Right.
Getting your trail side of your body to
Yeah.
drive this arm, staying in GDP as long as possible.
As long as possible.
Right?
100%.
Okay, that's exactly right. That's exactly what we were trying to do. When you're doing it with just your right hand only, you can drive this handle way far forward, right? But this is an exaggeration. This would never happen in the full swing at speed.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
It's got to do this.
Right.
So because we were just focusing on getting you to start to wake up your core and your glutes and your hamstrings, your abdominal, all of that stuff, which was taking a nap, getting to feel this is what all the chipping stuff and pitching stuff is on the website.
Right.
You start out with the putter, and then you start making these little chip shots and pitch shots and so on. And then as you start going to the wedge swing, there's starting to be a little bit more release, but it's not full. Like the 40-yard shot, if I'm hitting a 40-yard shot with my wedge, there's a little bit of release. I go 80, it's a little bit more, and so on. The further we get from the hole, the more release we need.